Hi everyone, it's Ms. Raquel again, and today the video I'm going to be doing is the second part to what I'm calling my bubble series. So in the first video I taught you guys how to make your very own bubble solution at home. So today I'm going to show you how to make your own bubble wands and tools and accessories that you can use to blow bubbles with. So today I'm going to be making 5 bubble mechanisms. Let's count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ones that you can make at home that make all kinds of different bubbles that you can use with things that you have in your home. And as I go, I'll let you guys know the materials that you'll be needing along the way, because there is quite a bit of materials and you will need an adult help. Before I continue, I should let everybody know out there that Ms. Raquel has 6 animals and pets living with her in her home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 animals, so you guys might see them running behind me or running around, and you might get to meet Ms. Raquel's 3 cats or 3 dogs today. The first one we're going to make today is a classic bubble wand that looks just like this. Alright, I decided to play some music because who doesn't love music? But for our first bubble contraption today, we are going to be needing a pipe cleaner. Just one pipe cleaner, that's it, that's all you need. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the end and you're going to fold it so it starts to look round. You'll see it starts to have a curly tail, and you're going to fold it over, and see how I made a loop, a little loop-de-loop? And you're going to start twisting to make the loop stay. So twist, twist, twist all the way around until there's no more of the wire. Okay? And now you can form it a little bit. You can even make it into a heart shape if you want. You can make it into any shape you want really, but I'm going to stick with the circle today. And then you're going to take the end and fold it over. And you're going to do even more twisting. And parents, you're going to start to see your children use their pincer grasps when they're twisting this. And this is a really, really great fine motor skill for them to do. Anything with pipe cleaners and bending and twisting and building is a really great way to get their fingers moving. So once you're all done, if you want, you can leave a little loop-de-loop at the end if you want to hang it anywhere, or if you want to maneuver it anyway, or make different shapes. And that's it. The second one we're making is what I call the multiple bubble blower, and multiple means more than one. All you're going to need is some straws and 2 rubber bands and some scissors. If you don't have any kid scissors at home, then you want an adult with you to use the scissors. So the straws that I have here today, it doesn't matter how many straws you have. I have 8 straws, so let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we have our straws and we have our rubber bands here. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure it's all even on the bottom of our straws. And we're going to use our rubber band to put all of the straws together. And you can move them around a little bit. See how they're all kind of zigzaggy? You can move them around and make them all straight. So now we have one side that's all straight, and the other side is not so straight because they have all different kinds of shapes of straws. So this is when you're going to use our scissors, and we are going to practice scissor safety. So if you're not using the scissors, we hold the scissors just like this. You don't hold them by the handles. But when you are using the scissors, you're going to cut the tops of our straws to make them all the same size. So parents, if you have child scissors at home and you're letting your kids do this, these are going to fly all over the place when they're cutting them. But this is a really great activity to practice their cutting that they're going to be using in kindergarten, especially my pre-kindergarten classes out there. So we're going to cut them all until they're straight. They don't have to be perfect, but just around the same size. And then we're going to get our other rubber band, our second one. Remember, we had 2 rubber bands, and we're going to tie it around the other side. And that's it. The third tool is what I call the big bubble blower. You're going to need 2 straws, 2 skewers if you have them, or anything else like it, like chopsticks at home would be fine, or any small kind of stick, some yarn or any other kind of string, and a hot glue gun. So you are going to want an adult to do this with you. You do not want to touch the hot glue gun and let a grown-up do that one with you. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get some of our string and unravel it, and we're going to thread it through one of the straws. So you're going to poke it all the way through, and you're going to stick it all the way through the straw. There it is. So you're going to pull it through your string, and then we are going to put it through our other straw. So we got to thread it one more time. So we pulled it through 2 straws. So we're going to pull a little bit more through both of them. And you want to spread them out to about this far apart, or as far apart as your child's going to be holding them when they're doing the bubbles. So this is a pretty good length for me. So you're going to take the other side that's attached to your ball of yarn and you're going to cut it. And remember, we are going to use scissor safety. And then we don't need the yarn anymore. And now we're going to tie the yarn together. So some of the kids might need some help tying the knot, so that's when they'll need a grown-up to help them tie the knot. But if they know how to tie a knot on their own, then that's awesome. Okay, so now we have this, and this is what's going to make our bubbles. So now is where we need the hot glue gun. So this is where a grown-up will need to come in and use a hot glue gun. If you would like to use regular Elmer's glue, you can. You will just have to set it somewhere to dry. So we're going to use our skewers. And we're going to glue them inside of the straws here, so it looks just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that. Okay, so then you are left with this. So there's 2 little handles, and then you've got the bubble maker. And if you're using skewers, you want to put the pointy side inside of the straw, so that way the kids don't poke their fingers. And that's it for this one. The fourth one is what I call the giant bubble maker. Big bubbles. So what you need for this is 2 sticks. I happen to have bamboo sticks in my backyard, so I'm using bamboo sticks, but you can use any sticks like this, something you get from a tree, or if you have drumsticks, or you can use dowels if you have that. A dowel is a kind of, people use it to build things, and it's a little tiny rod about this big, and it's made out of wood. So if you have anything like that that's the same shape and same size, you can use those. And you're also going to need some duct tape, really, really, really strong tape. And you're going to need some scissors. Again, only if you have kid scissors that you use them, otherwise you have an adult come help you. You're going to need some yarn or any other kind of string. And the last thing you're going to need is a washer. Now this is not a dishwasher or a clothes washer, but it is a kind of tool and it looks just like this. So you need a washer, or you can use a bolt if you have one at home, or you can use some beads to make them just something to weigh down the string to make it go lower. So if you have beads at home or a washer, you can use any of those things. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get our yarn, and we're going to go all the way to the end of the yarn where it starts, and we're going to thread our washer or our beads or screws or anything like that with our yarn, so that it falls onto it just like that. Then we're going to take the end and we're going to wrap it around the end of our stick, so it looks just like that. We're wrapping it around. And then we're going to use some tape to secure it down to our stick. And then we are going to take our yarn, and we're going to take a big piece of yarn, and we're going to get our other stick, and we're going to wrap it around. So you should get a pretty big piece. And again, we're going to secure it with some more tape. Okay, so now we've got this crazy UV looking thing here. So we're going to take our yarn, which is still attached to our ball of yarn, and you're going to bring it, and you're going to want to put this about how far your kids are going to be holding it apart, just like the last one. And we're going to set it down, and you're going to want to bring it back over to the other first stick that we did. So you're going to measure it out so it can be pretty straight like this. And then, using our scissor safety, we're going to cut off the yarn. Now that we've got it cut off, we're going to bring it back to the other side, and we're going to wrap it around, and you guessed it, we're going to secure it with some tape. Okay, and that's it. So it should look something like this with the two sticks, a string going across, and a big V shape going down. And that's it for this one. The last tool we're making is going to create suds and bubble foam. All right, and the last materials that you're going to need for our very last bubble tool is a water bottle that's cut just like this. And sorry, my dogs like to play. And you're also going to need a rubber band. And again, you're going to need the hot glue gun, so make sure you have an adult or a grown-up with you. And you are also going to need a sock. Make sure it's a sock that you are not going to wear anymore, because we are going to be cutting it and gluing it, and you won't be able to wear the sock too. First thing is we're going to take our sock. Again, you want to use an old sock that you're not going to use anymore. And we're going to put our bottle inside of the sock, all the way to the very bottom. Just like that. So it's in the sock, and then we're going to cut the top of our sock right at about where the nozzle of the bottle is. A little bit above, give it some room. Now, because this is fabric, your kids probably need some help cutting this one. And then we're going to fold it over all the way. And then this is where the adults come in. You're going to want to hot glue all the way around, right on top of where we folded down the sock. Just like that. And then you're going to fold it back over it so that it sticks. So you're going to make sure it's really nice on there. And then it's up to you guys as to whether you want to trim off all that excess or if you want to hot glue it back down. I'm going to go ahead and hot glue it back down just to make sure it's extra thick. And then to make it extra secure, you're going to put your rubber band around it. I had to get a new one because mine broke. See how it got a little bit loose? Well, we want it to be extra tight. So we're going to pull it down, our entire rubber band around it. Okay, and that's all for this one. It's not the prettiest looking thing, but trust me, it's going to be really fun. Now this also is the most creative one because it's not the best looking, but you can let your kids decorate it. You could put googly eyes or you could put stickers or whatever you want. So I'm going to go ahead and go decorate mine, and I'll show you what it looks like after. Alright, so here is what mine looks like now. I just gave her some eyes and put some hearts, and I gave her some silly hair. So I want to know what you guys think I should name her, so I want you to name her for me. So leave it in the comments below what you think I should name my little friend here, and I will be sure to bring her to school the next time we see each other again. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed making these as much as I did. In my next video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to use them, and we're going to be testing them out with our bubble solution that we made in the first video. And we're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to test them out in everyone's favorite place, outside. So I'll see you guys in the next video.